guys, what's up? It's Amber, and I am here to talk about my eye condition. I have a rare eye condition. I don't think all of you know what it is called, so I'm going to explain a little bit of it today. It'll probably be in parts. So, I have a rare eye condition called LCA, which stands for Leber's congenital amaurosis. I don't remember what gene I specifically have, but I know my mom knows what it is. They figured out which gene is causing it. And I'm gonna kind of explain how it's been growing up with it. So as a kid, when I was first born, they did not know. They didn't. Around the age of 3, I had tripped and fallen in a fire pit, burnt my arm, and my grandparents told my parents that they needed to take me into the eye doctor, get my eyes checked, because they were noticing that I was tripping and falling a lot. At first, my parents thought it was just me being like a clumsy kid. I was 3, but no. We got genetic testing done. We had an ERG. They pretty much told my parents it was flatlined. At first, they thought it was RP, retinitis pigmentosa. But they were like, it was flatlined and it would have showed up later on in life, not this young. And so then they did genetic testing on my parents and me, and my parents both carried the gene for LCA. And so at the age of 4, I got diagnosed with Leber's congenital amaurosis. I have 2 biological brothers. Neither of them have it. I have a half-sister. She's 1. So far, she does not have it. Nobody in my family has had it. So, yeah. I have astigmatism and I have nystagmus. So, I get them confused, but one of which makes things very unclear and shaky for me and everything. Sorry. I had to go to preschool because they wanted to see how I would do in school with my eye condition. So I went to public school, preschool through 8th grade. I learned the Braille alphabet throughout elementary school. It took me a long time, just because I struggled. I struggled to accept that I was not like the other kids. I used an iPad primarily throughout elementary. In 6th grade, I still used an iPad. Middle school was very hard. In elementary school, I got T's, but it wasn't nearly as bad as middle school. Middle school was horrible. 7th grade was especially very bad. Due to my behavior in 7th grade, in 8th grade I got put on a behavior plan. And in 8th grade I was supposed to go to the deaf and blind school here where I live, but I decided not to go. I wasn't ready to, because I wanted to finish out my middle school years at my middle school. And then, and keep this in mind as well. Kindergarten through 7th grade, I had the same vision teacher, whatever you want to call them. She would come out in elementary school once a week and do Braille with me. So in middle school, she came once a month, and then after my 7th grade year, she retired. So 8th grade year, I got a new vision person, I didn't fully know her really, just because she didn't come a lot. It was my last year of middle school, and really the only time I saw her a lot was when she was evaluating me for my IEP to make sure I still needed it when I was starting O&M. That was also something new I did in 8th grade, is I started doing O&M. So I started using a cane because I knew it was time. My vision has had a slow decline since I got diagnosed. Usually it's fairly stable, but it does have a slow decline in vision, and eventually I could go possibly fully blind. This year I am at the deaf and blind school where I live, and I enjoy it a lot better than public school. One is I actually will use my tools. And in public school I got kids would ask a bunch of questions because I don't look blind really, honestly, so kids would ask questions and touch everything, so I chose not to use them. But this year I've started up Braille again, and it's my primary use right now because I've never really used a computer with JAWS on it. I struggle, so I'm getting assistive technology lessons with using JAWS and using my computer. I'm also doing Braille again, as I said. I started it up at the beginning of this year, and I Braille pretty much all of my assignments in like geography and science. And then I also am actually using my cane this year at school. Last year I rarely used it, which really impacted me. Honestly, my O&M instructor, she said I should have started O&M years and years ago. But honestly, we didn't know what was gonna happen. And right now, I'm honestly just trying to get through it. It's hard, but I'm getting through it. It's hard being different. I live in a house full of people who are very visual, and I am not so visual. I'm not 100% visual. I have no idea why I keep yawning, y'all. Sorry. But yeah. That's pretty much it. And also I have struggled to do a lot of things over the years, which I'm just now learning, and my 10-year-old brother can do that I can't. Like, my brother can make himself lunch. I cannot. I really can't. And it's just, sorry guys, I'm getting a little emotional, but it's just really hard seeing your little brother be able to do things that you should be able to do at your age. But I'm working on it. I know that it'll take me hard. I have to work 10 times harder as my brothers have to work to do stuff. So please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will post next Monday. Bye, y'all.
Stop recording video.